Hello students, today we are going to discuss a new topic again. Open your book page number 45. Today's topic is method of separation of gas in liquid mixtures. So gas in liquid mixtures means if there is liquid, we will add gas and make a mixture that is gas in liquid mixtures. Okay, so in our daily life, we use drinking water. That drinking water is an example of gas in liquid mixture. Okay, because in drinking water, air dissolved, and we know air is gaseous form. It's in gaseous form, so that is a gas in liquid mixtures. So how can we separate the components which are present in gas and liquid mixtures? Today we are going to discuss. So, a mixture of gas and liquid can be separated by heating. By heating that mixture, we can separate the different components from a gas and liquid mixtures. On heating, what happened? The dissolved gas, in that mixture, the gases are dissolved. So that dissolved gas escapes from that liquid, for which we can get the liquid is in pure form as well as gas in pure form also we can get by this heating process. Okay. In our normal life also, if we boil water, then what happened? The boiled water becomes tasteless, whereas the drinking water, there is taste, but the boiled water becomes tasteless. Do you know why that is? I have already said that drinking water contains air dissolved in it. When we boil water, the air which is dissolved in that escapes the water, so that the boiled water becomes tasteless. Okay, students? So, how we will separate the constituents of more than two mixtures? Okay, open your book page number 46. On the page number 46, two examples are given how to separate the constituents present in gas and liquid mixtures. So first example is to separate the constituents from a mixture of sand, sawdust and common salt. Okay, so first we have to take the mixture in a glass beaker. We can see here, this is a glass beaker. Then after taking the mixture in gas beaker, pour water up to how much? Half filled. Okay. Then stir the mixture properly by the help of that tube. By the help of a glass rod, we can stir the mixture properly. Then, after stirring the mixture, allow it to stand for some time. In that mixture, which components are present? Sand, sawdust and common salt and water. We know sawdust being lighter as compared to other sand and common salt. So sawdust being lighter, that's why that floats on the surface of water, while sand being heavier, that's why that settles down in the beaker. And we know sand cannot mix with water. So sand being heavier, I cannot mix with water, that's why that settles down in the beaker. Whereas salt, is there common salt? We know common salt dissolve in water. So salt dissolved in water, whereas sawdust floats on the top, whereas sand settles at the bottom. Okay, now what we will do, we will take a filter paper and funnel. This is funnel, this one is funnel. In between, in the funnel, we have to take filter paper to filter. Because sawdust floats on the surface of water, then we can easily collect first the sawdust. In this beaker, sand is on the bottom. This is salt solution, because salt is present in this dissolved in this water. So this is salt solution. Salt solution is collected here in the conical flask, whereas the sawdust collected here in the filter paper. Okay, in this way we can separate. Then what we will do? What left, that is sand particles, dry all the sand particles in the sunlight left in the beaker, and sawdust we can get from this, we can collect from the filter paper, but it is collected here, we have collect here. Then the salt solution, what we will get here in conical flask, that is present. By heating, all the water evaporates into the atmosphere and the common salt left behind. In this way we can separate sand, sawdust and common salt, mixture of sand, sawdust and common salt. We can separate the different constituents. Okay students, in this way, this is the first method. On the next class, we will discuss another example. Thank you students.